Hello and welcome to my channel, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. I will be doing love readings for us, and what I'm feeling right now is that there's a sudden energy slump, and it's been coming through for the past 4 or 5 days. It's just we are going to pick back up. The energy is going to pick back up, and I feel like something is returning. So, if you'll have already met your divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you resonate with, there's some kind of karmic attachment that is not karmic. There is a karmic person. There are a set of karmic people, or people might be you, Gemini. You might be stuck in a karmic kind of a situation, whether it be family, friends, work situation. Remember, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. So if this reading is resonating with you, then your Vedic sign or your rising sign, which mostly people don't know, uh, is is Gemini, or you might be dealing with the Gemini, or you might have a lot of Geminis around you. We don't know if people's other placements. Okay, but cross watcher, you're more than welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want me to connect with the details of your situation and your energy in general. Hit the notification bell because I do live readings, and you will be notified whenever I am online doing a tarot reading. Please leave any questions you have in the live chat or comment box. Get the conversation going on. Look at that. We had the Empress showing up. Like I said, the energy is coming back around. It's coming back around. There's somebody from the past that's coming back around. They might be it might be a new beginning, a new chapter in your life when it comes to this connection. Both of you are kind of being bombarded by downloads, and some I'm getting unacceptable or unable to accept, but this was something in the past. uh, Four of Wands, this is definitely twin flame, 1111 manifestations coming through. Yeah, but okay, there is definitely some kind of karmic template or pattern that people are still okay. There is escape from it. Congratulations, whoever this is for. You have escaped from it. You're moving forward from it. You're done with your lesson. You're done with that phase, that chapter of your life. You're ready to say goodbye to this chapter of your life successfully. Six of Wands that showed up earlier. Wonderful. You are getting information. You're going to get information, hints, and clues as to where you're going to meet your person, your true person. If you've not met them yet, or it looks like you are unaware. You're unaware of this person's role in your life. It could be that both of you have escaped some kind of karmic situation and are fine. You couldn't speak about this karmic situation as openly as you wanted to, but there was some investigation that you as a couple were undertaking. It could be on a larger scale. Karmic connections actually highlight that you have something to teach the world. If you're not a karmic and you're finding yourself surrounded by a lot of karmics, it actually hints at the fact that you're supposed to uh, educate and inform, um, possibly on a worldwide scale, or at least in your local community, your city, your state, whatever your outreach might be. You might have a social media profile. Most of us do, right? And you might be passing along information, but there was something that you couldn't speak about because you might be stuck when it comes to money, uh, with your karmic situation. But you are not, I want to say escaping, but that feels like you are literally escaping something. No, you are successfully uh, moving away from the situation. You're succeeding in compiling that information, at least in your within your mind. There is so much information within your mind, and that's why you might not have been able to speak about it. You were holding back, or your money was being held back. You might have been financially blackmailed. This could be this could be a karmic spouse as well. So there's possibly alimony or separation, post divorce alimony discussions, that's why you couldn't expose the true nature of karmic and karmic situations, karmic persons in your life. But you had so much information about it. Look at that, there is the King of Swords and the Magician showing up right at the bottom, underneath it, right? You were literally getting information about this, and you were ready to investigate, but it might have become way too much, and uh, this was information overload basically, and you possibly were lost as to why you had to face this situation. It was too possibly too toxic for you. This was too complicated for you, and then you have taken that complicated information regarding the karmics and how they function, right, as a collective, and have basically simplified it. And you're not taking that bullshit anymore. Like, you're a bit, what, there's a word in Hindi, but I'm not gonna say it. You're absolutely like cutthroat. There was a word in Hindi that came to my mind, but yeah, okay, you're absolutely cutthroat. You're not taking it at all. There's something about a bill. It could be a bill in the Parliament amendment, something of that sort that has come to your notice, and then that led you to investigate even further in the manner that is more suitable to you. So if at the moment you're just facing a lot of you are facing a lot of personal situation where you are getting information when it comes to karmics and what they have structured around you, right? If you're getting that on a personal note, you might want to uh, research some laws or do some kind of social studies, investigation, current affairs investigations, and that might help you out. That might help you ease into this information and move into your stability, so that you can uh, look at that. These two cards, something very important. I'm going to put them back. The Hierophant, definitely karmic marriage, so that you can ease into the settlement, divorce, or leaving behind, moving forward, ascending, transcending this karmic marriage template that we have going on. You might want to read a little bit on what people have been saying. The Emperor wanted to be on the table. Weird. Look at that, the Devil card, and it's been showing up in all the zodiac readings. It's been showing up. Gemini, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, um, Virgo as well. Earth signs. Yeah, you might be dealing with them as a resistance, if that helps. There might be one of these zodiac signs around that could be implementing in a very okay. There's definitely a past connection showing up here that was extremely toxic. It might have been violent, it might have been aggressive, it might have been extremely detrimental to your progress, and you had to be very, very, in order for you to sustain this relationship from the past, you had to make yourself really small. You had to keep yourself really small, to keep to yourself. Your freedom was completely curbed. There is definitely some separation that has happened, monetary separation, or it might be happening from this situation. So it's like material world separation. I see that we have the devil card here and devil card here, and then the six of pentacles here. And then you are going to embark upon your new beginning. Eight of Wands. It's just going to happen suddenly overnight. New moon. This is new moon energies that I'm catching up on. When did we have the full moon? When do we have the next new moon? So please check the dates. Please check the dates. There's something coming up in the next moon phase, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. You might be moving forward, you might be getting the seed funding that you require, you might be getting the job offer with better money that you want. You're moving, and there's some kind of secrecy surrounding this, but you might want to be secret, you might want to keep this information to yourself. But what I'm getting, Gemini, is that please open up towards this, to communicating. Be more open about this, be more confident and expressive about this this is because this is going to lead to the sudden appearance of a divine counterpart and soulmate as well. They're manifesting in the physical, right? They're manifesting in the physical. This connection is manifesting in the physical, and that's why the energies, even in the third dimensional density, the density of the third dimension is extremely heavy. Okay, because there is a lot of information we have to navigate through, and most of the karmic information, 90% of it is so unpalatable for the divine collective or even the matrix collective, right? Even the universe. That is why we get sent here as light workers, star seeds, twin flames. We call upon our divine counterparts, or if we are the divine counterparts that's been called upon, right, to appear in this physical plane of existence. Because we cannot cope with the karmic information. It's too heavy, it's too much, which and that needs to be flushed out, that needs to be kind of thrown away. And the only way to do that is sometimes to process it. Look at that, to process it. And once it's all processed, you've contributed. So let's say some of you are dealing with karmic family members, right? You are Some of you are dealing with karmic business network. Some of you are dealing with karmic spouses. Some of you are dealing with karmic friends. Some of you are dealing with karmic local community. Some of you are dealing with a karmic industry altogether, right? Or if you are in an industry that needs to purge its karmic template, you are dealing with that. So, karma in that sense. Even if you might star seeds have little to no karma, they are supposed to actually investigate this, observe it independently, and pass along the information to source universe, where it is compiled, where it is put together, and then a decision, judgment is made based on whatever information we are relaying. So if you keep this secret, if you kind of hide this, when the universe is calling you to speak up, when it is calling you to speak up, and you'll be rewarded. Like, this settlement might have just been like hand to mouth, like you received These are also getting paid for previous karmic duties that you might have performed. There's a little bit of fear surrounding here, just a little smidgen of fear left surrounding the situation, but you know you will get your karmic dues, whatever you might have done in this lifetime, previously in the past tense of your lifetime, or in a former life. Or this could also be your divine counterpart, like, you know, they are getting they're getting their dues paid, and they're ready to move forward, and they are coming in with conversation. And that conversation, the details of it, it's somehow, I think you're blocking it out, and there's going to be, it's going to be, it's going to overlap. You want it to be secret, you want it to be confidential, but if this is, especially if this is a divine counterpart, if you have reached that portion of your journey, please take what resonates. You might still be on the soulmate um, portion of your journey, but most of you, I think, are here. Y'all have just recently been initiated on the twin flame journey. Okay, so y'all will be meeting the person that is going to accompany you on this journey. It doesn't necessarily have to be a divine counterpart. Only you will know where you are on this journey. Divine counterparts usually meet at a very last incarnation in any plane of existence, right? And they go back to source. This card also speaks about a source, so there might be one or two uh, around in this collective. There are not too many divine counterpart. Yeah, we can hope for it. Let's say it's a futuristic thing, but tarot is timeless. It is just going to tell you the sequence. So sequentially speaking, this is what it has been for somebody who has gone through a separation of the karmic from the karmic spouse, right? And your communication is coming in, but you want it to be hidden. You want that information to be hidden somehow. You want maybe you want some kind of privacy. Maybe that the word I'm getting is maybe that excites you, that you know this is something that your previous life has been too public, and because you had to resolve all of this, you want this to be more intimate and more this thing that excites you. You want to have your own life, very very secluded private life, but the physical manifestation is coming through. Something has gone away completely from your life, from the vicinity, from the planet. There is a higher intelligence emerging here, definitely, for you to access. This is something which is written. This is already written, and you're just getting information, right? This is not something for you to figure out. That is the difference between dealing with karmic situations versus dealing with your own divine journey, your soul's journey. Is that with the karmic, like, you know, there's a lot for you to figure out, and a lot for you to place a judgment on personally, according to your own experiences. But here you have to be open to receiving it. You're gonna have to be open to receive it. That with the divine journey, it is all written in divine timing, right? With that aspect of, you are possibly stepping into that phase where you're gonna have to learn to be to listen, or to like to be told, right? Because this is for your greater good. That is what I'm getting with the Eight of Cups. It's for your greater good. With the Empress here for the Four of Wands, it's for your greater good. It's like you are getting a ticket, one-way ticket, far, far away from this, right? So this is typical ascension, like the Devil card, Chariot, Six of Wands. You have graduated out of this successfully, and you are getting, let's say, a one-way ticket out of this, and now you're in a new brand new space, right? You get to You get to drop all the burdens down. You get to drop all the information down that was stopping you from moving forward or stopping your partner from. Please switch roles. This is this is not one-sided. This is two-sided. Okay, your both of you are going to have to listen to your spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in, judgment call, right? So life previously was all about judgment calls, whether this person is good or bad for me. And at the point when you started choosing, started vocalizing that, this is bad for you. There are many times, like, when you might have had angelic guidance that, these people, these situations, these jobs, these businesses, these industries, etc., this marriage, this person, whatever it might be, it's mainly people. Okay, it's mainly people. They come in form. The karmic lessons come in form of people. Okay, so, like, when you might have not heard that guidance because you were like, hold on, wait a minute, I need to see this for myself, and your past has been about, let me see this for myself, and finally you agree and you accept. You might have uh you know settled for way too less, and finally it's broken off, peacefully or mutually, or almost peacefully mutually, or somebody, there was some kind of intervention, definitely this divine intervention, and you escape this. And now this information for, okay, who's the one for you, and how do you move forward with them. And it's like words are being put in,
it's 9 o'clock.
Words are being put in their mouth to come, so that they can come and speak to you. But you are also going to have to channel this information, because if you are not there in the place we're supposed to be receiving this information, and if you are still in these behaviors that, okay, no, I'm going to just ignore the facts, I'm going to ignore uh, what I need to know when it comes to the timing and place of receiving my soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, right? If you're expecting that it will, if either you're expecting that it will just all be taken care of for you without you taking responsibility for being present in the material world, in the material constraints, right? It's just two things. It's time and place. You have to be there, you have to listen, you have to watch out for the synchronicities, and you have to accept it, right? Okay. Let's complete this main spread. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have the star card here, and the tower. We're ending the reading with the tower. We have the five of swords here. That is self sabotage. Self sabotage. This is, you are sabotaging the situation. You have done that previously because you were completing this lesson of not listening, of settling for less. Let's just say you were always told that a more suitable place for you is a fine dining sort of a place, but then because of your karmic situation, or because of what you were told, you always felt comfortable somewhere else, like, in a very small dingy uh, space somewhere, where on the roadside. This is just an example. This is just an example of how we end up picking the wrong place, and also the financial situation. There's something about that coming up. Is also about deserving and undeserving. You might have been attached to a partner who is completely undeserving, and your twin flame soulmate divine counterpart is completely deserving of your attention and the space. And for you to show up in the right place, right? For you to show up in the right place at the right time, they deserve it. In this previous situation, they didn't deserve it. You might have overextended yourself here. Showing up here, showing in the commitment, showing up here on time, as and per their request, right? And when it comes to putting the same thing over here, when it is much more easier than following this than it was previously, you might be shutting that out here. But it's manifesting. This communication is definitely manifesting, and it's healed. It's completely healed. But then we have the Tower card here with that, and that Scorpio energy that is extremely mystical. This energy is very mystical. This information is erupting out of nowhere, and there's like big, like we have the Ace of Cups here. This is a big karmic cleanse, like the poison is getting deleted by uh the the coming together of divine counterparts. And there's going to be like a massive display of true love, is all I'm trying to say here. I think, yes, there's going to be a massive display of true love, and the truth needs to be spoken. It needs to come out into the open, because like I think divine counterparts, twin flame soulmates, have been hiding from this dangerous world of karmics, running amok. And that needs to be put to an end. We have more strength than them. We have more support than them. And evil is on any plane of existence. There is absolutely no tolerance for evil, right? It's just about our ability to speak up and our ability to show up in the place where our true commitments lie, with true love, right? True love. And that's definitely, there is a divine feminine counterpart. There's a divine feminine here, or you might be finding yourself in the divine feminine polarity right now, or this could be just another divine feminine connecting with you and displaying some kind of, actually in the physical form, displaying what the divine feminine energy translates into perfectly on this journey. Be more receptive of as the situation is changing. This situation is drastically transforming. It's not just changing, okay? This is drastic transformation. You might be receiving it in a very slow and laid back manner, but the energies are moving drastically, and they there's some, with this tower and two towers showing up and the death card showing up at the bottom of the deck with the Eight of Cups. There is a lot of mysticism going on, and we have the Magician as well. So obviously you have a you have formed a perfect connection with your star seed superiors there in the galaxy. Your phone might be connected with them. They might be sending you signals and messages. uh you I don't know, it sounds bizarre, but it could be true. Like, for this the next four days, whatever interactions you might be having on the internet might be from your star seed council somewhere up there. Like, you, so watch out. Even the likes and follows, your star seed superiors out there in the cosmos might be connecting with your close friends to show you some kind of support, give you some kind of interaction, right? That is to like basically prepare your tribe around you to this receive you in this new beginning with your divine counterpart. Four of Wands is the only card that is needed, especially in the center here, that communication is coming through. You're supposed to sit back and relax and receive it, but relax and sit back in the right place. When you get the information, quickly make a move. you are going to be protected here with the moon card, the magician. You are, there is a very strong protection. Even the eight of wands is a protective card, right? Four of wands as well. You are definitely protected. So if that was a concern for you, that has been healed. You're protected. And the fog that you are sensing is actually, it's actually a gift from the karmic entity that has ascended you because of your effort, your effort in releasing them from this duty that is no longer needed here. Karmic duties, the phase has been fulfilled. So it's like they are providing you with the shield of, because their residual karmic entities over a very very low vibing that will have to be chucked out. There's some kind of hope of being able to transform them, but you're kind of losing that completely and just throwing it out. We have a lot of hope in humanity, but you have to understand that uh, this, if a soul only works in self-interest and is extremely extremely selfish all throughout that journey, they lose the frequency that is, that connects them with humanity, right? So a karmic soul, if they have just worked in self-interest, here with the king of pentacles showing up here, somebody who has hoarded wealth um, by depriving other people, right? Depriving other people, hurting other people, being just outright evil because they were connected to this main entity, right? They have, this is what they have done, but they keep losing their humanity. It's like Voldemort. It's like Voldemort, like, you know, he split his soul by murdering people, just be and created Horcruxes, and he just loses his humanity. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing with these remainder karmic souls over here, and they might try and get you stuck in it. That's why this entity, as they go back to their realm, to that dimension, that a non-physical dimension, their home, their abode, where they will live as an till the end of the universe, till the end of times, till the end of times, you know, even if time ends, the universe is still, the existence is still in place. So but karma is attached very closely with time, right? Ego is closely attached with time, right? So this entity will live in their pocket realm, and as they're giving you a gift, as they depart, they're giving you a gift that is this fog of protection. So you will be unrecognizable, your energy will be unrecognizable to these residual karmic energies. So you are protected from the ones that you want to protect, this sacred journey of your soul with your soulmate, divine counterpart, twin flame. You know, it's been granted to you. It's been granted to humanity in general. It's been granted to star seeds in general. Okay, so for a job well done, like, you know, that's the kind of thing, job well done, like, you know, thank you so much for supporting me and playing along with this, even if it went completely against your understanding. This is what I hear the devil card, like, you know, saying here. And that this is like a massive massive energy release, there's a massive block release. You might be thinking that, oh my god, like, you know, it was so difficult for me to do this before, like, you know, these little activities, day-to-day activities, now they're just moving swiftly forward. And especially after the Mercury retrograde, you know, when this happens, and it has not happened previously, it was very intense, this Mercury retrograde, like, you know, the most stupidest of things were happening, systems were breaking down. But that's as usual. But previously, what I'd noticed in Mercury retrogrades is like when communications go down, or, you know, you your gadgets break down. You there was some kind of reason that you could give yourself, like practical reason. Here it was just some kind of cosmic uh, balance happening. This time around there was some kind of cosmic balance happening, and that might have gotten everybody extremely agitated, and it might have been a massive uh, uh, suspicion. Like, suspicion kind of drains you. Like, when you're trying to figure something out, like, why did this happen? When the answer comes quickly, okay, this is like a practical reason for Mercury retrograde incident happening with me today. When there is no answer, it causes a drain. And then the light codes coming in right now are replenishing your energy source and field within you, right? That's why eat well, relax well, know that you are a, a, a a being that is attracting health, wealth, and abundance. It might not look like how it has always looked, because, like, this chapter is ended. It's not going to look like how it has looked for previous generations, or previously for you personally, right? It's going to be completely different. It's a absolute unknown. This is blessings coming in from, like, the shadow side aspects of the dark universe. We're still studying. There are experiments that have been running since the past 60 100 years. I know there is one experiment that has crossed about 70 years. A person dedicated almost 60 70 years of their life in studying dark matter. Okay, there's a scientist now. Forget all of this. Like, there's a great forgetting that also happened, right? Because it was easier to keep track of things when we were stuck in so much, like, we had to do it. But now, when we have so much freedom, so much the purity of free will is showing up here, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. How do you want to move things ahead? There is this is real freedom. And when this kind of strong protection comes in, we when there when Harry is walking around in an invisibility cloak, he can do whatever the hell he wants to, right? That kind of a thing. So much Harry Potter analogy coming in, so amazing. So, like, this great forgetting. So we have, if we start studying the dark universe, right? If we start studying dark matter, dark energy, right? It's a whole that is much larger, much larger than what uh the observable universe is like. Okay, we only matter, and matter makes up visible matter makes up less than uh, less than 10% of what we know about this universe, of what exists. We only know 10% of it. So the rest of it is literally in the dark, right? So that kind of information is coming through. That kind of information is coming through when you get together. Like, this is really important. When you get together with a divine counterpart, uh, it's gonna happen. I know a lot of tarot readers have a habit of saying this, but don't have a habit of saying this. They keep saying that, oh, you're supposed to let go and things like that. These are all programmed distractions in our mind. You're supposed to focus. You're supposed to meditate on this. You're supposed to focus on this. You're supposed to live your life knowing that you are in union, always in union with your soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart. All right, everybody has a twin flame, and the twin flame is you. Basically, it is the two polarities. Now, to display that, you will get another person to do that. The universe will gift you another person. For most of you, I'm channeling this is going to be a new person, because we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You have not met this person yet. So they are manifesting in the physical. Ace of Pentacles and the Magician, they're manifesting in the physical. The only way it happens is if you know that you are quantumly entangled with another soul, okay? They're your divine counterpart. The only way it happens is you might not get married in the or it might not come together in the traditional way. This connection plays out very different in the 3D, and it is actually something even more foundationally stronger when it comes to commitment and focus and determination than what we have seen in traditional marriage situation. This is the highest level. This is the highest form of commitment. Okay. Uh, but there's definitely a physical manifestation. So there's going to be like an actual relationship as well, right? Materialistically, because we've even if you might have not been married to this. Sorry for laughing, but like even if you were not married to someone, like you literally escaped this. You escaped this situation and not knowing this is somebody powerful showing up here who escaped being married or to this person like officially, or being tied down by this person, and this separation was pretty easy on you. It's like you knew that you were achieving something, and then there was possibly a long time of waiting on uh, the physical manifestation of this person into your life, right? If that resonates with you, like you have already met that person. You've already met that person. But if you were actually stuck in some kind of physical marriage and you broke away from it, this is the past. If it is ongoing, again, like you might have already met your person. If your separation is ongoing, if you are still dealing with it, if it's already done, if it was already done in the past, then this is a new person. But if it is ongoing, or if you never ever got into a marital situation with a person, right? Your divine counterpart soulmate is already in your life. All right, and they are completely transformed. It's like I've noticed this. Okay, um, they have completely transformed. So if you have known this person before, they have gone through a thorough, not just in physical appearance, but also um, the way they speak, the way they interact with other people, and what and they're learning. They've learned a lot. This transformation does not happen. This type of transformation does not happen by uh, without higher knowledge being completely integrated into the system. There's definitely there's a dual vortex that is happening, that is created. So that is clearing out all of the blocks. It's clearing out all of the blocks. Like there are two vortex happening here. One vortex is throwing things down, and one throwing things away, and one vortex is receiving information on how to do it. Yeah, so this kind of transformation, this entire transformation leading up to this death card confirming the transformation, okay, does not happen. And it's the same energy, like scorpionic energy. This is Pluto. Pluto is a ruler of Scorpio. Scorpionic energy here, ending here, and this is Saturn, and this is Cancer. Okay, the Chariot. Two very powerful, these scary planets, Pluto, and then we have Mercury as well. Okay, there's a lot of knowledge that got completely integrated. And I see your person, right, studying it very, very honestly, doing the hard work that is needed, in educating themselves and completely integrating this knowledge. So they might have done like a massive, intense uh, course for possibly 1.5 years. So 16, right? So yeah, 1.5 years. The tower is a number 16 card. So that is 1.5 years of intense study of all of these things. That was what their awakening looked like while you sat back and uh, did your routine of, well, what's new? Okay, that's what I'm seeing you as, Gemini. Okay, because yeah, the know-it-alls. Yeah, sure, go ahead, call us that. We don't care anyway. So yeah, we know a lot of stuff, but like we wait for it to be integrated into everybody's system, and especially our counterpart system. And there's always timing. It's about timing, and collectively everybody should be ready. And now I think the collective is ready. As some might be a little ahead of the game, but still, we have to transcend together. We have been doing this for quite uh, a while. Take what's yours and leave out all the rest, right? And like, the selfish stuff is karmic template, karmic pattern of functioning. But now we understand the importance, now that we no longer have that programming or filter in our systems, right? That has been blasted out. Now we know the importance of the collective integrating this. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you contributing your energy and time. I'm going to just show you all the cards um, together like this so that you can have a look and take a screenshot or something and keep it up. This is a very, very powerful reading. Even for cross watchers, it's going to really, really help. And I will see you in the next one. Take care till then. Bye bye.